What is up, everyone? My name is Dominick Barbato. Welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, please hit that nice looking subscribe button. Join the family of entrepreneurs looking to take their lives to the next level. If you haven't already as well, check previous videos for other information on starting an online business, creating a Kindle book, starting a vending machine business, and much, much more. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video.
Gotta know, yeah, that it's gonna happen for sure. Had to take my time, take it slow. I've been saying I was rich since I was broke.
So this video in particular is going to focus on the lower and higher self that is within your body and within your mind, within your consciousness and awareness. So some of you may not know this, some of you may not even understand what I'm talking about to begin with, but we're gonna go over the lower self and the higher self and why you always want to be aligned with your higher self when you're going about your life. So the main things we're gonna focus on for this is understanding what the lower self has versus the higher self and why we want to go with our higher self, and then how can we touch that higher self, our higher personality, every single day, every minute when we're doing our work, when we're trying to do our work, or when we're even trying to go to the gym or whatnot. So here's a perfect example of when your lower self kicks in and your higher self doesn't. In the morning, you have your alarm clock set, you have it set for 7 a.m., but you hit that snooze button and you snooze it until the exact time that you need to get up, and then you're scrambling, rushing to work, or rushing to start your business, or rushing to do a certain project. That's your lower self kicking in. Your lower self is that self that you listen to that is below your higher self, essentially. So to really dive actually into that, when you hit that snooze button, it's your lower self, it's your scared self, it's your primitive thinking that's wired in you over the tens of thousands of years that humans have been on Earth, that has told you to be scared of doing things that you don't want to do, or that is not within your habit of doing. So obviously we are habitual human beings. We have habits, we build them up, and we want to be as conscious as possible. We're about 90% subconscious or habitual in our lives, in our everyday lives. And you can see that because every day when you go about things, it's going to be the same routine. You're going to do the same things, act the same way, say the same things. If you really observe that, you'll see these technically aren't your lower self. This is just your subconscious mind, taking control of things. But your lower self is that one that, pushes you not to go to the gym when you're like, oh, I want to go to the gym, and then you decide not to. That's your lower self kicking in. You're listening to your lower self. You're not tapping into your higher self. Your higher self is what pushes you to think that thought, to think, hey, I want to get up at 7 and work on my business. I want to get up at 5 a.m. and work on my business. I want to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. I want to start this business. I want to do this for my family. I want to have this amount of income. The thing holding you back is your lower self in your life. Your higher self doesn't hold you back. Your higher self is what will push you to those higher levels. Your higher self is that level of being that makes you do things outside of your comfort zone. Because let's be honest, guys, if you're not doing things outside your comfort zone, you are listening to your lower self, you're being habitual, and you're never going to change. And you're gonna wake up in 5 years and you're gonna realize your life is exactly the same, because every day you've decided to stick to your lower being, to always be empowered by your lower self, not empowered by your higher self. Now to jump into how to be a higher individual, how to be empowered by that higher self, how to be motivated by your higher being is, the things we're gonna focus on now. So to jump right into that, I want to specifically talk about 3 ways how you could get in touch with your higher self. The first way essentially is through meditation. And this is a big thing that you could do every single day. I do it at least 15 minutes a day. I try to meditate, have that self-awareness time for myself and, just be in touch with myself. But by meditating, you're actually opening up that realm between you and your higher self. I don't mean to sound spiritual at all. If any of this has nothing really to do with spirituality. A lot of people think meditation has a lot to do with spirituality or some type of spirit. It has nothing to do with that. It honestly, if you could get that out of your head and you can have an open mind about meditation and just try it for a month, you're gonna see an improved difference in your life. And I really, really believe that for you. Just try it, test it, and get back to me and let me know in the comments if you really enjoy meditation. But to really specifically talk about why meditation is so important for getting in touch with that higher self, it gives you a quiet sense. Your lower self is always going to talk to you. Your lower self is the anxiety, the worry, the depression that you may have. Unfortunately, any of these things that you have in your life that you think you have no control of is your lower self kicking in. It's your lower self telling you, hey, you can't do that because you haven't done it before. You can't do that because you've failed at that before. That's your lower self. That's your scared, solar plexus inside your body telling you you can't do something. And meditation opens that realm up between your lower self and your higher self and your subconsciousness and your consciousness. So when you meditate, you're actually becoming more self-aware, you're relaxing, you're becoming more present, and that helps you be more in touch with your higher self. The second way is gratitude. If you're grateful for your life, if you're happy every day you wake up, if you don't wake up in a rush, if you don't wake up unhappy, if you don't wake up with the constant annoyance or, scared being of worrying about paying your bills or worrying about this or worrying about that, you'll be a lot happier. So every day when you wake up, try to be more grateful. Say 5 or 10 things you're grateful for. Write them down in a journal for what you're grateful for, or write them down on your phone. I am grateful for this. I am grateful for that. And every day, try to do different things that you're grateful for. Don't build up the habit of saying the same grateful things, because then your body will be immune to being grateful for those things. Although, yes, that still has an impact, I try to come up with new things I'm grateful for every day. Although you may think that is hard right now, try doing this for a month and you'll see you will come up with new things you're grateful for every day. Whether it be your eyesight, your hands, your face, your nose, your mouth, your teeth, your legs, the bed you sleep in, the pillows you have, the paintings on the wall, anything it is, there's so many things to be grateful for in your life, and you really need to be grateful. The third thing I want to talk about and hit on how you can touch your higher self is essentially solitude. And solitude kind of will go into meditation, but meditation, you're not exactly in solitude. Solitude would mean every day take about 30 minutes, or whenever you honestly have a chance to do this. Maybe it's only on weekends. Take 30 minutes out of your day, sit with yourself by the water or sit with yourself outside. No distractions, no phone, no pen, no paper, no book, nothing. Sit for 30 minutes with yourself in solitude and just be aware of what's going on around you. Quiet your mind, don't worry about anything. And honestly, after this, you have a renewed sense of energy, a renewed sense of, well-being. And this helps you touch that higher self, because obviously getting rid of worry and anxiety and all these, things that we have, these past conditionings in our brain, it helps us to be a better person. It helps us to get in touch with that higher being. It helps us to understand who our higher consciousness is, or who our higher understanding is. This really has nothing to do with spirituality. Every time I do talk about it, it does sound like it's spiritual. It's really not. It could essentially be a way of life that some people follow. But at the same time, I really think if you're to adapt some of what I'm saying and to look more into the higher and lower selves, it's essentially your ego and your id, like Sigmund Freud has talked about, where you have two opposite sides always fighting each other, and that's essentially your lower and higher self. Your lower self doesn't always win because it's easier to listen to that, but your higher self tries to pull you up. And if you are pulled up by that higher self and you have a stronger connection with your higher consciousness, you will be more successful in your life. Hands down, I do believe that for you. So that is pretty much the 3 things that I wanted to touch on. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you honestly come away from this video with a different perspective on why you don't do things, or why you hit that snooze button. Or maybe even tomorrow you're gonna say, no, I'm gonna listen to my higher self, I'm gonna jump out of bed tomorrow and I'm gonna be super productive on whatever it is that you wanna do. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed, like I said in the beginning, please hit that nice looking subscribe button. I really appreciate the love from you guys. If you enjoyed the content in this video, give this video a thumbs up. And I really appreciate if you guys would comment below that you're going to listen to your higher self now and not your lower self. And I hope to see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Every day I'm going to be posting videos on this channel to motivate you, to inspire you, and to even push you to start your own business online or even offline. My name is Dominick Barbato, and thank you so much for tuning into this channel. And one more piece of information. I work with a global community called Enhanced Entrepreneurs. I don't work with them. I am a partner in a global community called Enhanced Entrepreneurs. It's a community of entrepreneurs looking to take their lives to the next level. If you somehow stumbled upon this video and you are an entrepreneur or are looking to become an entrepreneur, please go to enhancedentrepreneurs.com. There'll be a little link here with the domain address, and then there'll be a link below. Go check it out. It's a free place for entrepreneurs to meet, to take tools, lessons, guide, courses. There's some pretty awesome people in this group, and I really hope you are inspired to start and take your business to the next level. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.